And to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I almost forgot how you do it. It's like harmony. For everybody. The box is for this. I don't know yet. Yes, then, come on. Yes.
Councilman Brown,
Yes.
Councilwoman Carter. Yes. All right, approval of minutes for November 13th, 2024. Exceptions? Roll call, please. Councilwoman Davis. Yes. Councilman Brown.
Yes.
Yes. Councilwoman. Yes, Whitney, yes. Reports. Well, do you have anything? I am going to provide an updated appropriation report, after this meeting, all the transfers have made. That were requested, noting shortages if there are ongoing issues with the budgets and whatnot. I know in the past, Jane has drafted a resolution to approve the clerk treasurer to make line transfers and conferences and except purchase orders throughout the end of the year. With the funds were in the account. I think it would just be easier to just see the motion out to go ahead and do that through the end of the year. That way, we make sure that it's tied up and good to go.
So, can we make a motion? Do we need a resolution? We can just make a motion. I feel like you're so far.
Well, we haven't done passed my recollection.
I have it as a resolution.
You did have the resolution? Do we have a resolution prepared?
I did not prepare a resolution because I needed a motion. It would be sufficient. At this point. Can we do a motion on that? Be a motion to approve the clerk treasurer is able to make line transfer that purchase orders as long as the funds are available for the remainder of 2024.
So moved.
Second.
Any other discussion? Roll call, please. Ask the person to be
Councilman McGraw,
Yes.
Councilman Bozak, Councilman Graves.
Yes.
Councilwoman Clark. Yes. I just have one last thing. Maddie's been with us about 5 months, give or take. She's proven to be a great asset. She's a quick learner, she's sharp, she looks everything up like that. I think we continue to give her more and more responsibility as we progress to 2025. I was just saying about moving her deputy clerk to the deputy. So that would come with $26.05, and now it was way for different.
Is it in your budget, Nan?
Yes. That's more than enough funds. Yeah, I mean,
It's so hard to see.
Just start.
Something to think about when we reset the new, when we're back in there, is if we're curved, I don't feel like we have to be like, we see each other.
Okay, so I make a motion to move Madam Clerk Treasurer to Clerk Treasurer.
I mean, she could be.
Deputy Clerk, Deputy Clerk Treasurer one.
I will.
Councilman Graves. Councilman Bozak. Councilman McGraw.
Yes.
Councilwoman Clark.
Yes.
And that's all I've got. Council members?
We are still collecting for the food drive, bring your food, bring your food.
Yeah.
We don't have a lot. Tell your neighbors. I don't know if people are seeing on social media, but unfortunately we can't afford to send letters out. Postage. It's expensive. But you know, beach, neighbors, Friday, but we may extend. I'm waiting for the call back from what is gonna be the best thing to drop off. Since it'll hopefully be a big drop off. So as soon as I have that information, I will let you know if we're gonna extend it a couple days, if they don't Tuesday or something like that.
Okay, so we're supposed to give you a loaner general. Long as they agree to the terms that Clay said. Basically just saying that they're going to give us another place, supposedly it's coming this week. Okay, so. For as much as I try, I don't know. When to get it this week, that was offered to. In the interim of trying to figure out what Generac is going to do. So as soon as I get an email from them or know anything. The exact date that.
The system like the current one set up to automatically turn on in the event of a power loss.
I have no clue.
I would imagine.
I would admit, yeah, so it's whatever loader generator Purple R has now. And they know what we have currently and what we ordered, so I would assume yes.
Have we had any discussion, Lisa, with, Circle R as far as what kind of discounted price are we getting for ratings for all this kind of, all these, this stuff here? Is it the,
They are trying to currently get us a brand new one instead of the one that doesn't currently work. I don't know what we could ask for. If anything.
My thoughts are, this has been going on for a couple of years. I mean, I found the PO for the generator in 2022. I sent a confidential note with the, that the money's supposed to come from the RDC, or, I don't have the MDD. Thank you, CCD. And it was created in 2022. We are now going into 2025. This generator is sitting there and there for 3 months. Is there a way that we could say that by this date, if it's not something not working? I mean, we're coming into the winter months and the fire station is also a warming station for people that might get kicked out of their trailer. We're getting into a very tough situation. It's come to be put into a tough situation because we don't have, if we lose power, if we do it in winter time, I'm very concerned. Is there a way that we could possibly say by this date, if something isn't done, we can start finding them $1,000 or, I mean.
And my fear is if we just scratch Circle R together, like all together, then we're back at the same.
I understand that, but
If we terminate the contract and start at square one with Circle R or something else, the price, we're gonna get 2025 price.
Yeah.
So, I know these have been working with the office owner, management of Circle R to try to get a solution to this problem.
He has reached out, CC on emails, he has reached out to Generac 3 separate times and and at this point. So it's still, he said it's not a solution for the time being. General, and we can basically figure it out with Generac, then we go from there.
Yeah, my suggested, I guess, terms of this fix was to provide a loaner at no additional cost, continue to work on obtaining the new generator that meets the original agreement terms, and remove the loaner and install the new generator at their cost, so.
And I relayed that through an email, and now I'm waiting to hear back from him again.
Is there a way that the town council can get a copy of those emails? That's my own question. That way we can see that we're, I mean, as a town council.
Well, I just wasn't gonna CC everybody in these emails between me and him, I just had a simple question for him, basically saying, should I be?
Yeah. If you want to do the whole council,
I think that's my thing.
But I just know emailing them 42 million emails is not gonna make it go any faster, because they're waiting for who they can speak with to get it where it needs to
Yeah,
go.
BCC, the council.
they're definitely, have a point person, but
All right.
So if they said that we were gonna have it this week and it's Wednesday. I mean, will it be helpful if Clay calls him tomorrow and he says, hey, you said this was gonna be here and we were just checking, I mean, and maybe it doesn't need to be Clay, but maybe it needs to be somebody other than Lisa at this point, because maybe your relationship, with the owner that maybe he feels like,
Well, I
I
thought,
know they got the muscle on it.
why I don't say to Renee about the being a warning. I sent him that in an email. He then emailed Generac again, like explaining all of these issues that he has, and it's like silence.
Have you seen these emails that he's emailed, Jennifer?
Yeah. He's saying all the same things.
I still don't, what do we do to put pressure? Like, what, from a legal standpoint, what do we do to put pressure on to get this, they keep, they told us for how long the park was coming, and we waited that long. They told us for how long that all this other stuff was happening, and none of it happened, so they're gonna tell us this week, like, I feel like we're gonna still be sitting here having the same thing next month.
I mean, what,
And it'll, I don't want it to be too late or something at that point, at that point in time.
The environment supply of material parts to.
like, they can't pull a generator out of thin air that they are going to give us, so his solution for the interim.
They're building for it here, wait for that. Long time.
Well, I know when I stepped into this, obviously, in the beginning, not even. Yeah.
Well, and I don't want to speak out of turn, but realize that when this was ordered at the end of 2022, right off the bat, it's going to take a year, like, to even get this generator here. So now if there's an issue with it, I don't know how long it'll take them to get another generator, but that's not. I mean, how could Circle R expect that a Generac product was not going to function? I mean, that was not their fault. They didn't do anything wrong for that, and I think we need to be a little bit understanding with it.
So that's what I was like, at this point,
It was like-
we asked for a new generator, and he said yes, so then he emailed Generac.
Right.
With all of our concerns. That's why I don't know how much more,
we can do.
yeah,
I mean, unfortunately, it sounds like our hands are pretty tied right now.
Yeah, this isn't a generator that you just go to.
Pick up
Big
a-
box
Home Depot, yeah.
Yeah.
For a project.
Right.
I know, it's just.
It's frustrating, but
I mean, I can call them tomorrow and ask and see what he says, and then let everybody know, but that's about.
Yeah.
The last time somebody came out, there was a representative from Generac. But there was no communication between Generac and town. Whatever they tried doing through the new relay switch in my building. And we lost power here, and we didn't even know they were doing. And luckily, we caught it while the tech was still here. Because they had to reset it so we could have our ability back to NIPS.
Is there a way to block them from that switch? I don't know.
So the switch is the generator turns on if power is lost. Which then throws a switch on this building to protect it, not backfeeding into NIPSCO or NIPSCO coming in. Which is an automatic relay. I wouldn't know how to ice.
I think that there was like block it up with a key that they would have to have some interactive action with the town to get access. But I don't know, like in an emergency situation, they might. do that. Anyway, so how that works.
The only time I corresponded with Generac, called me for the first time they were gonna try and fix it, when it was like the 18th maybe, I sent an email out, they were gonna be here at 8 o'clock in the morning, they showed up, but they couldn't get it to work. So I don't know if then at that point they sent more texts out, but that was never relayed to me. I mean, I'm sure they didn't think they were gonna run into the problems that they're running into
Right.
also, or we'd already have worked with them. And short of calling Circle R every day, I don't know what else.
And I can pretty much guarantee as soon as you get your insurance involved, they, whether executive circular interact and for the council about. That could slow things down.
I'll call tomorrow and see what he says, and I'll let everybody.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, Clay, do you have any? All right, Sean, you,
Yes. Hi, Jeanette is here. Hi. Can you hear? It sounds like you can hear me okay, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. I have 3 items to report on. First one is the pavement asset management plan was submitted to LTAP. So that is something that was needed by the town. You have to submit it every year if you want to be eligible for applying for CCMG funding. So that was submitted. So that's item number 1. Item number 2 is that we received for the salt storage structure, we received the bonds and contract and certificate of insurance and notice of award from Geary Up. However, we noticed that there was a page missing from the contract when it was scanned in. So we're just waiting for a copy of that back. And when we get that, then we'll send it along to you for your signature and for your records. So that's item number 2. Item number 3 is that on the agenda, so this is regarding the 2023 and CCMG project. This is the CCMG project. There are on the agenda under new business, there's 2, I see on the agenda, there's contractor pay application 5 and pay application 6, which is release of retainage. There should also be a pay application 4. So just make sure when you get to that spot on the agenda that you take care of pay app 4. If you need me to read that one to you when the time comes, just let me know and I can.
sorry. Do we want to do these now? We'll shoot on. Okay. Jeanette, do you just want to go through these, the pay app now, read the pay app 4?
Sure. Do you have a copy of pay app 4 in front of you?
I do.
Okay.
Well, you come full home, everyone will get.
Okay. Just let me know if you have any questions on them. If not, then they're just there for your review. And these 3 invoices are the final billing for the project.
We'll need a motion to approve that.
I make a motion to approve pay app 4.
We need that amount.
Do I need the amount?
We have it.
For $34,000.11.
Second.
Discussion, what was gonna take a look at it. Then 5 and 6, and you will be on our package.
Yeah.
You don't have the full copy, you can only one.
Okay.
You have the copy if it needs to be reviewed. Oh, okay, I have the other, the full copy.
Okay, that I make, oh, wait.
Roll call please for pay app 4.
Councilman Darrow,
Yes.
Councilman Bozak,
Yes.
Councilman Graves,
Yes.
Councilman LeBlanc,
Yes.
that's 6.
I make a motion to approve pay app 5 for $9,579.06.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call please. Councilman Bozak,
Yes.
Councilman Graves,
Yes.
Councilman Darrow,
Yeah.
Councilman LeBlanc.
Yes.
Yes.
I make a motion to approve pay F six for $77,847.68.
No, you're. Second motion? Discussion? Roll call please.
Councilman Berman. Councilman Draper.
Yes.
Councilman Bozak.
Yes.
Councilwoman Burr.
Yes.
Joe?
Yes.
Sorry.
Okay.
With the town complex. Contract. If we could get a decision on whether the stone is gonna be on the two, or just the front of the building. And of the two stones that look the best, which one, if you could order the siding, because I'm holding them up on ordering supply. So the sooner we get them, the better, but,
Quickly question. Did we put a committee together for this?
yes.
Yeah.
I thought so, and that's why I was answering on emails, because I thought that it was just the committee.
I picked two different stones. Work. I think ultimately we wanted to bring them to everyone to make sure that everyone
Yeah.
approves.
Approved. Approved.
I like.
I was the Roseanne, I thought it was my son. Included in picking.
Personally, I think it's on the front of the building.
What is
Does
it?
it come out?
What is it now?
Now, right now.
I know we did. Put it on the side, we still have- But now, do we have, like, you know, roll it for the town and we pass it down to the town, like. Yeah, like this was sort of south.
Whatever, they must have so much.
Yeah.
Talking about the stone, you're talking about doing the stone the same way, just halfway up to the roof, not the entire wall, including it, but right now, there's no stone on the front. of the building, so you're talking about wrapping it all the way around the entire building.
There is some at the front of the building, not in the front of where the meeting room is, but front of where the police station is.
Right.
Next to the- You can continue those on the front of the building. Because, you know,
Have in the windows. You put it down this. Front.
yeah, not that, yeah.
Yeah, just like under the windows. Side of the building, you're gonna walk the
Yeah.
You're talking about the entrance way and that side part from the corner,
Yeah.
from the corner of the stuff. Personally, over the front of the, I think that would be the best way.
It was two that I thought was pretty plain. That we already had.
Yeah.
Blends the best with the color, natural colors.
Then perfect, that one.
So.
So I've been here a little over 5 months, so I just want to thank you to the council and everybody for bringing me on. It's been a privilege to serve the town of Burns Harbor. And currently, right now, we're at 58 permits, 94 inspections, 4 certificate of occupancies, 1 violation tickets, 36 notice to abate, and 18 violation letters. And several old violation cases that have been ongoing have been rectified, and we're working on closing up a few more as well. So, yeah, my thank you.
Happy to have you aboard.
Thank you for doing that. 5 months, so.
Hopefully, any more.
Brandon.
Good evening, everyone. I just want to start off that leaf season was a success and it has ended. The last pickup was Tuesday, December 10th. So there will not be any more leaf season pickup until the spring, when we do our spring cleanup. Further date be full at a future time. All our equipment has been tested and it's ready for snow, so we're ready for that white stuff. We will be doing some winter trash pickup. The winds have just been bringing trash from all over everywhere. So that's gonna be happening next week, so I asked the residents, everyone just watch out, we'll be on the roads doing that. I'd like to thank the council for the new loader. It's great. It looks good, works great. We are very thankful for that, so. Thank you. Yeah, when that, we had that little bit of freeze, snow, and we came and tested it, yeah.
Picture?
We could, if you'd like.
Yes.
Yeah.
Imagine, I would love picture.
Okay, cool. I know we talked about the $15,000 donation check that was from Cleveland Cliffs. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't think it's processed, but I want to ask the council if the town can pay the remaining of the $15,000 so we can honor the Rick's quote that's good to the end of the year. And then when that check gets cleared, the town can just quote that. I don't know if that's possible. Because our PO is already priced. If not, then I don't know if the new quote for you, the start of the new year will be different, and it's a different PO, it's all.
And who knows, New Year, new prices.
Yeah, but the 15,000 is coming, and the rest is in my budget. So I'm just asking if I can go ahead, and continue that purchase. Because they gotta turn it back over to the town anyway. Yes, there's already purchase order anywhere coming out of, you can transfer it. Okay.
I make a motion to allow the superintendent of streets to pay off the loader, and when the check comes from
Side by side.
side by side, when it goes directly into the towns.
Second.
I believe that the check is coming through the, Art Foundation. And then we will get it.
Okay.
Park Foundation to the website.
Yeah.
Okay.
Second.
Okay. Okay, you're good. Okay, so well.
Roll call, please.
Councilman Davis.
Yeah.
Councilman Bozak.
Yes.
Councilman Rob.
Yes.
Councilwoman.
Yes.
Few more things. I've been working with the budget and transfers, and, I had found some money for a new crew cab. Currently, we have a 2009 crew cab that's falling apart, that's coming off. And also 2 mowers, well, that is sitting in town hall right now. That also came out of my budget. Figure 3 mowers in the summer, we can cut down on mowing time. Crew cab will be great to use. So I just want to let you know those deals are in there. At your discretion. But it is out of our budget, no town help. And lastly, I asked residents with any basketball hoops hugging the street to please move them back. This will help keep damages from our vehicles, damages to their property. Because when we curb to curb snow plow, we get pretty close and we hate to see other stuff damaged to ours.
Yeah.
So I just want to note that.
Can that be posted on the website?
Sure, we can pick up.
We can do that.
I think something like that, we do with a collection of foods and right on that page, what, you know.
Yeah.
Here, please, you know, exactly what you just said.
Is your vehicles out there?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, and of course, say that we have that 2-inch snow signs posted throughout neighborhoods and, you know, when you see more signs, no parking or snow coming, please try your best.
I think Michelle has been doing that as far as working with for the town council, getting those posted on the website.
Even on Facebook.
It just makes our job easier, and we want damage to our biggest cars. And that helps protect the village, obviously. Other than that, that's all I got for the street.
Brandon, you mind if I piggyback on your basketball news?
Yes.
And with the residents don't understand, our headlights are right in front. on the clock. All right, seeing the basketball is gonna be almost at the last minute, especially during high school. Me also calling to Brandon, for instance, the one in Parkview Estates, right, as soon as you turn west. That's the first one that I almost nailed windshield fight with it. All right, it's imperative, I mean, we understand, we know that in the middle of winter, you're not gonna find that. And it doesn't take much but a couple seconds, take a look, lay it down. All right, just get them out of our way, that's all, and that's all we're at. Try to help us, help you keep your roads.
Perfect.
Cool.
Thank you.
Yes, we're doing none.
Yeah.
You have my report. There's a couple things well, one specifically that I'd like to highlight and spend most of the time on that. So on November 29th, the Burns Harbor Police Department, the officers who were on duty responded to assist the Portage Police Department with what ended up being a murder-suicide on Monument Avenue in Portage. Officer Haynes was one of the first ones on scene. He's actually the officer that forced entry into that home and provided all the life-saving aid to the female that has survived at this point and still fighting for her life. But I just wanted to take a moment to recognize his actions, his quick, decisive measures, coupled with his preparedness to have all of the stuff on his person to be able to provide that aid until Portage Fire was able to take over. But without his actions, I don't know that she would have such a good chance that she does to survive. I know there was a lot of news coverage about this and everything else, but Officer Haynes, I mean, what he did was amazing. Actually watching the footage of him after the fact, making entry into the home along with 5 other officers at the time and providing the aid to the one surviving person in that situation. Just kind of makes you proud, like all the time, like that he's working for Burns Harbor, even in a part-time capacity. I think that woman was very lucky to have him responding based on his extra training between his time at Burns Harbor Police Department, his time with the Burns Harbor Fire Department, also working on the ambulance. I think that woman was very lucky to have him on that call in that situation. So I'd just like to thank Officer Haynes for his actions.
Yes.
That's all I got.
Sure.
Yep. Sure.
Crazy today, averaging about all day, 31. What I do have is a small issue with the pickup truck as authorized for purchase. After the purchase agreement was made, GMC came back and said whatever wiring furnace that truck has in it for everything that's on that vehicle, they could not delete the installer system. So there was an extra $730 charge that has to be added to.
Is that one time charge or not?
I didn't know it's because the PO was filled out for $750 less. Did we need a new PO? And I can completely cover it. But I also don't know how that works because none of my funds were selected for the purchase. Right.
Which is tight right now. I will say it is very tight for last month's meeting. One option, I can pay part of this 2025 out of CCD as well. So it is tight with our CPs. I think that we're like, that must go below.
So do we need a new PO for it?
Or can we amend the current one?
I don't know if you're doing. Without changing all the solutions here. And,
Mine have been amended in the past.
okay, you
So-
said it.
That happened last year with the purchase of our 2024 PI utility. It was originally approved up to 47,000 and it came in at 47,606 or something of that nature. So I had to have something somewhere done.
We have to make another.
Do we have to make a motion now, or do we have to We need a new motion to amend the PO.
$750.
As, make a motion that we amend the PO for the vehicle to reflect $750 more.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call please. Councilmember Nick. Yeah. Councilman Girl,
Yes.
Councilman Drapes,
Yes.
Councilman Carr.
Yes.
The, other instance of the issue I'm gonna be having with that truck is the upfitting. And with the upfitting, I still need to purchase lights, sirens, radios. And Jeremy has done the police cars in the past. And I went to him asking, how does this work? He had a part-timer named Hunter Cassidy that also does this. And who is also who I got, my next flow through for the equipment I need for that vehicle. He does installation as well. But if I were to use him to do it, which would save us a lot in comparison to like using the electronics such as he is a part-timer for Jeremy, so Jeremy would have to pay his hourly rate, and then I can pay the police department back from my budget out of encumbered funds. What I don't have exactly set up yet is just how many upgrades. So it's just going to put it aside for maybe up to 80 hours of his part-time salary to cover the installation of the lights, radios, et cetera.
If that's
But
the
that'll be-
budget, you guys work it out. I think that's great.
It won't have.
It's not gonna affect my budget. That's.
Whatever does happen, I'll cover it with anything. And it's gonna be from funds from this year. I just wanted to make you guys aware, so if I bring you a PO later this month. To your course.
You're the find out where you're like. For sale time.
Okay.
One question, again, I know it's a sore subject, where are we at with the ambulance, eh?
No, the ambulance, I put the mechanical stuff on hold for the new year. To ensure I have enough funding for the new year. That's all I'm asking. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, sanitation,
Yeah.
for waters.
Yeah, we should go there.
Yeah. Nicole also needs. Fire Department Corporation.
Oh, sorry. You have that right here.
For 2020.
Or-
We have a signature sheet at the town hall
Yeah.
to sign the contract. The signature sheet has disappeared. Oh, that's a 2024 contract. We have already agreed upon it. There's no changes since last email was 2024. So we'll just need the signatures on it. So it's check.
Or.
Correct.
I am everything.
Okay.
There was one individual, I remember, someone BCH those.
Okay. All right, so we need to sign that before we walk out the door. Let's have real quick, cover the 2020.
So for you, you have the 2025 fire protection contract. So fire protection contract, the only thing that is in the 2025 contract is we changed it from a calendar year to a fiscal year. Our fiscal year runs from December 1st of the previous year to November 30th of the next year. So December 1st of 2024 to November 30th of 2025 is how our fiscal year runs. So next change we made is we asked the check be made at the end of fiscal year, which was November 30th, 2025. And the only other change after that was just the dates from 2024 to 2025. That's the only change that we made to this. And council was good with that.
Andrew, wanna make one? Yeah, but she can get that later and something. Both one, we need to approve 2025. I make a motion to approve the 2025 contract with the fire. group. Roll call, please.
Andrews. Councilwoman Levitt.
Yes.
Councilwoman Rowe.
Yes.
Councilwoman.
Yes. All right. Now your transition report?
Okay, so we've had some call outs between them for the month of November and December. Lift station one had a bad module in it, got replaced. Thank you to Parts on the Shelf. Lift station 2, 4, and 3, also call outs, most of them were minor problems. Lift station 3 needed a new transducer. Phone line repairs went to lift station 1, 2, and 5. We ended up pulling the pump on station 5. It went into alarm on Thanksgiving. Gotta love it. So we babied it until, that Monday, and we, got the pump pulled and put in a new pump. As far as that in the sanitation world, also, thank you to Nicole for, allowing us to, give an extension on one of our budgets. I was also going through salary ordinance, and I noticed that on the cell phone allowance, that the sanitation was not included on the cell phone allowance. Would there be any trouble, including the sanitation, superintendent, in the cell phone allowance?
I believe you were being paid out on cell phone allowance, and that's fine. So you're still gonna move that money to sanitation from town.
I'm just asking to be included in the ordinance, that it come out of in the new ordinance that it did the sanitation and superintendent gets part of the salary, the cell phone allowance. So.
Yes, because I don't think we cover cell phone on the salary ordinance, but that's something we absolutely do. So.
Make your motion.
We just add it, you know, approve them, we add it.
Right. And then for stormwater, it's very nice to drive around town and see all the new construction that's going on. And stuff that just makes, me feel better. That means that our tax base is getting better and so forth. The only issue we had as far as, stormwater was the new Taco Bell. I was getting questioned on why they didn't have silt fencing around their site. It's more than its stormwater, but still it all kind of coincides. Is they never had any silt fencing. They were told that the stocks were supposed to have silt fencing, but then when I go back and look at the plans there, it says, item number 1, silt fencing will, WILF, be installed throughout the site. Went out and talked to the gentleman out there and tried to the Taco Bell. He said, no problem, they silt fencing around it, no problems else. Everything else is on town, so thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. Come out and support the Burns Harbor Park Department by plunging into Harbor Lake on Saturday, January 4th. All the proceedings, will benefit the citizens of Burns Harbor and surrounding areas with reference to the needs, programs, and activities of the Burns Harbor Park Department. We're really excited about this. So I want to see everybody signed up for it.
What's the date?
Saturday, January 4th.
Should we like
Weather
make a commission for department head?
Yes.
So they.
But Brandon said like.
I don't have the time. I'll get back to you on it. I can look. Let me look. I do apologize. It's on, how you sign up is on. Park Department.
Okay.
Is, before the meeting, I'll give the time. Okay.
Perfect.
Moving on, let's see, we still have a few slots open for the Christmas camp that's happening this Friday from 6:30 to 8:30. Please sign up again on the Parks Facebook page or contact the park director.
Is there an age limit for that?
I don't have any age limits, but I'm.
Can I talk about
I
I did notice on one of the Facebook posts that said from ages 5 to 10. When I talked to Pam earlier today, she said that 10 is expanding, but it's over 10.
He's 12. It normally is 12.
Yeah.
I just didn't think it was.
No.
School age kids, yeah.
Yeah.
They have to be able to.
Yes.
I was thinking it's-
So we spoke at the budget meeting about the park being in need of a new zero-turn lawnmower. I have the one quote that you requested, which is for 23,100. Jennifer answered that now, Lisa. That includes the trade-in of our current zero turn, which is 15 years old. After talking with our head of maintenance, George, he expressed that he is concerned that the old lawnmower will not last through next year. It takes 3 to 5 months to get one in after ordering. If you want to see the quotes on August 28th, there's an email that Kim sent out to everybody. Yeah. And then also, we need to rebuild the Lions Club shelter, which is the shelter above the beach area. Kevin, the CHS building trades teacher, came out today to take measurements, and he did give Kim a quote concerning the shelter. It is $11,776. You have that quote up there. Let me see, it includes the removal materials with the metal roof, porta potties and dumpster. The timeline of the project is February to the end of the school year.
The students are gonna build it.
Yeah, the students are gonna build it, so we're only paying for the materials, which is such a great opportunity for the high school, to capitalize on. And they have done various projects throughout our park throughout the years. Well,
They're looking, they're looking, asking.
That's what about the vacancies, you said that they were gonna be working.
the timeline for the rebuild of the shelter is February end of the school year. 2025.
The funds are coming through the park district.
No.
Well,
we
we have no.
do, we have any additional money? The
Thank you.
11,000.
Five at this point, so.
How soon do they need to know?
Probably fairly soon, so he can get those, all this stuff, order the material, set up the class. Yeah. Because if not, they need to move on to another project.
Yeah.
For January, yeah. I can see how we can justify it.
For 2024 or.
And the dumpster, they just bring it out. Is it the dumpster day after that thing?
Yeah, the whole time during the project, yeah. Or maybe, yeah, they probably will. Or I produce, trash.
Joe, can I have a 30-year-old dumpster out for that one?
Typically, I'll ask it. And just go after about 90 for the demo.
That's what, yeah, okay, let me, I can.
There's some difference. It's more of the roof structure.
And then the porta potty, it says $200 a month for 2 months. So of this time frame, is it just because we're covering the months where the park doesn't have the porta potties
I
out?
believe so, yes. Yeah, because they're gone. They're gone.
Yeah.
They don't come back until Easter.
Yeah, I was just, if that's,
You guys can deal with these issues.
because and I just don't want it to go up, you know, I know this is just an estimate, so I'm just thinking about if it could go up anymore. Because if you don't get porta potties until you're ready to plan the Easter things coming the next 3 months. And they're only accounting for 2 months.
Yeah. That's what's happening hands down.
Okay. Because in April, you wouldn't be getting your porta potties till the end of the month.
Right.
So that would be prorated and it wouldn't be. I will make a motion that we cover the cost of the rebuild of the, and is it still going to be called the Lion Shelter?
I don't believe so. I
No.
don't think it's just.
So
I don't be able to hold it up or whatever.
yeah. We probably were special for that one.
Oh, yeah.
See,
Yeah, they are.
And next motion to approve the Bruce. Rebuild a new shelter. Brings department. And we're getting the money from the general improvement. In the, where should we be? Ready to, I want not to exceed this, right, if they're just giving us an estimate.
I think it should be, I mean, my personal. Well. Not too.
I just don't know that 12, I'm gonna go with the 13, I'm sure approve 13, just because the 12, I don't think would get another month of porta potty.
Oh, okay.
Sure. Okay, so 13.
Got it.
Discussion. Roll call please.
Councilwoman I,
Yes.
Councilwoman Bozak,
Yes.
Councilwoman Driggs,
Yes.
Councilwoman McCart.
Yes.
Thank you. All right, I feel like we have to talk about the zero turn mower though.
Yeah.
Because the park is not going to, if it's not gonna survive, know that it's not going to survive. We don't have any money. So. So we really need to. Think about really want to get these funds, because we just can't keep. Right? Going from the same house. But I also understand that things are broken and that we need things. It's not, definitely not a want, it's a need.
And George has been putting big things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I said, I know we can take up to 10% rain day, that says resolution by March. I know it was intended to use a good amount of that fund towards the additional payroll next year, but 10% of that fund right now is $66,633.59. Payroll is usually around 50, give or take, with it being a holiday. That would be around an additional 10.
Yeah.
Because there are 2 holidays on the payroll. Only part of the account, otherwise, it's like $7.
How many votes? Here's what county hour. You know what, she did not give me that, yes. And she did. Let me double check. The hours of. And the money are. Okay, we saw that. And we used some, and then she said that the rest of it was. First week, building improvements at the time. If we get to that point and we say, I think it was like 7, 8 allocated to the building, what if we only needed 50 of that? I know that all that money has to be allocated and decided on what we're going to do by the end of this year, but what if going into January, going into 2025, what if that 78 that we have put aside only equals 50 and then we have 28? Are we still able to?
You want to say no meeting?
I mean, if we have to, yeah. I just didn't know, because I just didn't know what happens if you have allocated, and then once you go to pay for those items in 25, and there's change, big change left over, how do you then reallocate that?
That's what that would be my concern, because we get allocated. That has to be.
Yeah.
Doesn't show there, like, share.
And it has to be spent in 0.6, right? So if you've allocated to the streets, spend money on streets, and then whatever you budgeted for streets, and shift over for your road. But you've got to allocate, you've got to have the resolution by 20 days from now.
I don't wanna pay fines for high grant. Joe, get me.
Will the Brandon question over with his mower?
I was for watching George, pretty soon. Yeah, George will be on my way. Yeah, if we want to hopefully avoid the emergency. If possible.
Well, there we go.
Yeah, I don't think so. And it's needed. Yeah, yeah.
That would be honestly. When are you looking to purchase?
As soon as possible. It takes 3 to 5 months to get it, and then it'll put us right into spring.
So because the technically we would do that, we will be starting. Drinking a lot of it.
Yeah.
But the building, we're. So my personal opinion is that that's. Them to. And, you know, I'll go place. Yeah, and I mean, I could, make a. Whatever we can.
Are you making a motion to take it out of ARPA, the schedule of meeting?
Just make that a motion like.
Yeah, it was here for the streets all wide, so have an updated resolution there to detail what the other funds may be with.
Do we need to make a motion to do that, or do you to schedule it?
The next. First, you know, that.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah, but it's still on the same page, except two of the towns.
We'll be here, we have sort of return. For Wednesday or for meeting.
Just the verification, those anxiety issues.
Yes, thank you. I'll do that. What about, what about, so we have the unrestricted opium money. There's unrestricted, which means we can use it for whatever, you know, there's police and fire and things. Like, yeah, say lives money. I mean, I would think that. Perhaps it's nice. Just a thought, is another line item fund that is something that we don't necessarily touch and we can use for other things. I mean, I don't. A whole lot. No, we can keep it forever. So there's just a little bit there. Okay. Okay. We'll work on that. So, do I need to be here Wednesday?
Well, Wednesday will just be approving a resolution that changed.
Know the stuff that you're having a town council, especially.
40 hours.
So. It's. Yeah.
What time do we need? Before all these meetings, your meetings at 6:30. What time can you be here?
What time is it? 6:30.
7.
Forget it's 19.
Then the 19th, we have a department head meeting, right?
Mhm.
I know, I gotta look at the calendar.
You just want to make it for 6:15.
Yes, yeah, we'll take longer than that.
So we will have to approve the allocation of the fund. Well, we want to approve the purchase, or we'll do all that.
I think we can approve the purchase now.
I think
We're gonna
approve.
And how we can.
Purchase. But we'll, you're sure you want to know where it's coming from.
So can we approve it
Where the funds are.
pending further discussion? Okay, so I will make a motion to approve the purchase of the mower pending Wednesday's meeting and where discussion of where the money's going to come.
Second.
Discussion?
Councilman Graves,
Yes.
Councilmember Graf,
Yes.
Councilman Roseanne.
Yes.
Councilman and Brian.
Watch your spot, you're bigger than me, and I call.
Thank you.
I think everybody has something, right? Last 2 months. really?
Right, yes, you're working.
Well, we're not, like, next year, we have nothing.
Like that. We have the blowing tires, credit card.
Yeah. Around.
Yeah. All right. Everybody okay? Okay. What do you call it? RC? All right, RC recorded.
Yeah, thank you.
So at RDC meeting tonight, we, part of new contract in 2025. We also, the 2025 annual spending plan for RDC, and we got an update on the Mark Greenway. Everything should be complete on the first phase, so one that's already pretty much complete. And then the beach, they should have all their things done and out of there. And then moving right along on the next portion of. Good job. Shared ethics, so. Coordinating meeting with recording next week. Yeah, hopefully at a coffee shop.
There.
All right, and so are we doing the ARPA appropriation now? Or are we just gonna scratch that page?
We do need that additional appropriation funds.
Okay,
Yes. Sounds good.
okay,
But I think that's not on the rest to,
Oh. yeah. Okay. And so is the additional appropriation. Okay, so if we're on the resolution. You want to read it?
Yeah, I don't have, I only have, I think we just normally do that. Oh, and then because we're already going to funds, the additional appropriation after the version appropriated, so we have to move additional money from these funds into the appropriated line items. I think that was the impression.
So we need to open up public hearing.
Right?
Okay, I open the public hearing. You have the paper? This, and read this all the way. A resolution related to an additional appropriation for the general planning commission. I read all this quick. Let me say it wrong. Okay, it's not on this. Whereas. Yeah, determined that it is now necessary to appropriate more money for the calendar year 2024 than the amount of the 2024 approved budget and finally determine an annual budget under Indiana Code 6-1-1. And whereas notice was duly given to the public in accordance with I. 1-5 and IC 5-3-1-2B for a public hearing on the proposed additional appropriation, and public hearing was held on December 2024, 7 p.m. Council regarding the same. Therefore, be it ordained by the town of Burns Harbor, Porter County, Indiana, that a need now exists for additional appropriation in the following funds, funding purposes subject to the following. Name, general fund, major budget classification, engineering 8-315, the amount of $25,000, duly adopted following the vote of the members of the Burns Harbor Town Council, 11th day of December of 2024. So,
Second.
No, that's fine, it is, I had using that in the sentence for, so I thought when I saw the public, I thought it was referring to the actual resolution,
That's what I thought it was.
So I was informed that we need to have a vote.
Okay.
To cover our bases.
And also was advertised on the-
And it was advertised.
it's just different than the 2024-20, right? Go back up.
Yes, this is 2024.
Yeah.
Yeah, 20, is different, yeah.
Should we vote on this one first?
No, you can't. It's, yeah,
Okay.
that was sworn, did not see it.
Okay. Roll call, please.
Councilman Brown,
Yes.
Councilman Harris,
Yes.
Councilman Bozak,
Yes.
Councilwoman.
Yes. Sure. And then we can just go on to the second one, play, or should I close the first? Can it all still be in the same public hearing?
Not gonna be. You can. How we close it, because it's a separate.
Okay. Okay, closed. And then we'll reopen the public hearing.
Okay. 2024, 20, a resolution related to the digital innovation for the ARPA fund. Whereas the proper offices of the town council of Burns Harbor for county Indiana have determined that it's now necessary to appropriate more money to the calendar year 2024 than the amount of fixed in the 2024 approved budget and finally determined an annual budget. And code 6-1-1. And whereas notice was duly given to the public in accordance with IC 6-1-1-8-5A and IC 5-3-1-2E for a public hearing on the proposed additional. At 7 p.m. by the Burns Harbor Town Council regarding the same. Therefore, be ordained that the town council of Burns Harbor, Porter County, Indiana, that a need now exists for the additional appropriation on the following fund or funds names purpose specified subject to laws governing the same. Fund name ARP, our nature budget classifications. 1-192 in the amount of $219,377. Duly adopted by the following vote to the said Burns Harbor Town Council on the 11th day of December 2020.
Second.
Question?
Roll call.
Councilman Harris,
Yes.
Councilman Bozak.
Yes.
Councilman Brown,
Yes.
Councilwoman Park.
Yes. All right, public hearing closed. These copies that are printed out, so we just go through those at once. All right, so. Resolutions.
Do I just read the
For the resolution, do I just read the title?
21.
Resolution 2024-16, adding resolution 2024-16, 2025 salary budget.
Is each one of these changed?
I can't hear you, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Is each thing on here new, different? I think some of these.
It includes the salary increases for 2025.
Okay. Are we gonna have all of them? Okay. Resolution 2024 Amending resolution 2024-16, 2025 salary and wages for the town of Burns Harbor, Porter County, Indiana.
I make a motion to approve. Discussion, roll call please.
Councilmember Graham,
Yes.
Councilwoman Bozak,
Yeah.
Councilman Drapes,
Yes.
Councilwoman McCart,
Yes.
the next resolution, or you're gonna just, yeah. Go ahead.
Resolution 2024-17, use of purchase order in the town of Burns Harbor, Porter County, Indiana. Do you want me to read this one in full? Okay. So,
I noted on the copy I received, it did have it said 2024 the kind of 17. And then there were some things that were highlighted, so I'm not sure what copy you have.
I have a data file, so you have a top.
Okay,
And I think I highlighted things that just show
It's just
what
the dollar
changes.
Yeah, it's just the dollar.
I have a motion, there's a second.
Second.
Roll call please. Councilman Drapes,
Yeah.
Councilman McCart,
Yes.
Councilwoman Bozak,
Yeah.
Councilwoman McCart.
Yeah.
Resolution 2024-19, town of Burns Harbor appropriations transfer. This is one I have to read all of the details. If I must. It is hereby resolved by the common council of the town of Burns Harbor, Porter County, Indiana, that the following transfers of funds be made from the 2024 budget. 1,500 from 1-115 part-time clerk into 1-113 deputy clerk. $50 from 1-115 part-time clerk into 1-114 ERC. $3,200 from 1-115 part-time clerk into 1-116 custodial. $15.07 from 1-243 other supplies into 1-131 travel expenses. $161.05 from 1-243 other supplies into 1-237 other materials. $127.82 from 1-322 postage into 1-332 legal. $2,000 from 1-91 subscriptions into 1-392 miscellaneous services. Fire, $10,830 from 4-111 chief salary into 4-113 deputy chief. $5,000 from 4-243 other supplies into 4-224 garage and motor. $110 from 4-321 freight into 4-311 instruction. $1,700 from 4-361 building repairs into 4-36 equipment repairs. $650 from 4-396 promotion of business into 4-414 other equipment. BPA, $10 from 7-243 other into 7-121 social security. $5 from 7-243 to other supplies into 7-126 medical. Planning commission, $1,150 from 8-315 engineering, 8-111 secretary, $10 from 8-315 engineering into 8-126 Medicare. Building, $2,600 from 5-111 building commissioner into 5-114 clerk. $900 from 5-111 building commissioner into 5-115 part-time. 600 for 111 building commissioner into 5-127 per. $6 from 5-111 building commissioner into 5-213 office supplies. $25 from 5-111 building commissioner to 5-441 furniture and fixtures. MVH Street, $3,400 from 6-222 oil into 6-442 motor equipment. $6,000 from 6-243 other supplies into 6-442 motor equipment. $2,000 from 6-321 freight into 6-442 motor equipment. $13,000 from 6-354 streetlights into 6-442 motor equipment. $8,000 from 6-362 equipment repairs into 6-442 motor equipment. General maintenance. $34,243 from 3-111 superintendent into 3-442 motor equipment. $10,000 from 3-123 health insurance into 3-442 motor equipment. $1,800 from 3-352 gas into 3-442 motor equipment. $2,000 from 3-361 building repairs into 3-442 motor equipment. $3,920 from 3-113 part-time labor into 3-442 motor equipment. $1,700 from 3-113 part-time labor into 3-321 freight. $200 from 3-351 electronic current into 3-392 miscellaneous services. $4,300 from 3-113 part-time labor into 3-112 labor. $650 from 3-113 part-time labor into 3-114 general maintenance clerk. $225 from 3-113 part-time labor into 3-115 part-time clerk. $70 from 3-113 part-time labor into 3-122 longevity. $2,200 from 3-113 part-time labor into 3-127. $200 from 3-113 part-time labor into 3-128. $250 from 3-113 part-time labor into 3-143 other supply. $600 from 3-113 part-time labor into 3-443 office. Can somebody change my answer? Sanitation. $36.54 from 12-322 postage into 12-321. $1,750.49 from 12-116 overtime into 12-362 equipment repair. $465 from 12-122 longevity into 12-128. $88.77 from 12-213 office supplies into 12-237 other materials. $198.77 from 12-213 office supplies into 12-243 others. $1,920 from 12-113 labor into 12-115 park. $151.04 from 12-224 motor supplies into 12-236 repair. $4,670.70 from 12-112 secretary clerk into 12-236 repair. $2,460 from 12-113 labor into 12-236 repair. $285 from 12-122 longevity into 12-236 repair part. $988.32 from 12-126 Medicare into 12-236 236 repair parts. $1,600 from 12-393 sludge removal into 12-236 repair. $924.53 from 12-322 postage into 12-236 repair parts. $4,058.31 from 12-116 overtime into 12-392 miscellaneous. $3,801.57 from 12-127 perf into 12-392 miscellaneous. $4,716.71 from 12-441 furniture and fixtures into 12-444. $1,882.36 from 12-1 travel expenses into 12-444. $1,897.95 from 12-213 office supplies into 12-444. $401.08 from 12-221 gasoline into 12-444 other equipment. Partner. Again. $3.2826 from 9-244 units to 9-323 telephone. $80.27 from 9-224 uniforms into 9-213 carts. $2,217.23 from 9-362 equipment repairs into 9-392 miscellaneous. $449.82 from 9-236 repair parts into 9-112 assistant director. $2.32 from 9-244 uniforms into 9-112 assistant director. $1,229.25 from 9-233 stand into 9-114 wages. $552.84 from 9-223 tire and tubes into 9-222 wood. $1,000 from 9-235 ag line into 9-113 maintenance. $300 from 9-396 promotion of business, 9-113 maintenance. $129.02 from 9-321 freight into 9-113 maintenance. $629.48 from 9-352 gas into 9-113 maintenance. $100 from 9-61 building repairs into 9-444 maintenance. $750.09 from 9-51 gasoline into 9-444. Like if you're heading. Give myself one. $0.88 from 9-354 sewer into 9-444 other equipment. $698.31 from 9-111 director into 9-243 other. $200 from 9-116 lifeguard wages into 9-231 building. $200 from 9-234 cement into 9-231 building materials. $98.99 from 9-237 other materials into 9-231 building. $10.65 from 9-2-2 gravel into 9-231 building. Non-reverting operating. $698 from 9-243 other supplies into 9-213 office supplies. $1,000. Oh, okay. $1,110 from 9-243 other supplies into 9-111 part-time. Police. $1,473.56 from 2-116 full-time holiday into 2-111 marshal. $2,014.24 from 2-116.1 school bus OT into 2-112 deputy marshal. $2,434.65 from 2-116.1 school bus OT into 2-114 part-time. $3,198.08 from 2-119 corporal into 2-120 sergeant. $271.53 from 2-116 overtime holiday into 2-120 sergeant. $299.18 from 2-126 Medicare into 2-121 social security. $2,074.73 from 2-116 overtime holiday into 2-444 other equipment. $149.60 from 2-212 stationery into 2-231 building material. $45.40 from 2-212 stationery into 2-444 other equipment. $474.93 from 2-13 office supplies into 2-443 office equipment. $711.16 from 2-213 office supplies into 2-444 other equipment. $4,969.25 from 2-221 gas into 2-244 uniform. $5,030.75 from 2-221 gas into 2-444 other equipment. $1,127.44 from 2-223 tires into 2-231 building material. $683.94 from 2-224 garage and motor into 2-444 other equipment. $1,462.05 from 2-236 repair parts into 2-444 other equipment. $1,177.06 from 2-243 other supplies into 2-444 other equipment. $435 from 2-311 instruction into 2-231 freight. $2,828.77 from 2-323 telephone into 2-444 other equipment. From 2-361 building repair into 2-444 other equipment. $3,469.59 from 2-362 equipment into 2-444 other equipment. $908 from 2-391 subscriptions into 2-444 other equipment. $239.21 from 2-392 miscellaneous services into 2-444 other equipment. $202.17 from 2-396 promotion of business into 2-444 other equipment. Redevelopment tip. $295 from 1-392.1 current into 1-314 legal services. $78,000 from 1-392.1 miscellaneous into 1-315 engineering. Last year, guys. Redevelopment operating. $350 from 1-212 stationery into 1-112 secretary salary. $10 from 1-212 stationery into 1-121 social security. Passed and adopted this 11th day of December, 2024. So second. Thank you all for all of that work. I put all that together. It was great. Here's the recording when you need to go to sleep.
Roll call.
Councilwoman James.
Yes.
Councilman Monroe.
Yes.
Councilwoman Bozak.
Yes.
Councilwoman Clark.
Yes. Or, there's no. All right, it's not me. Great, you did really got your voice, so there you go. I do something. I like it. Yeah, it's been great. He could go around. Oh, okay. So we're done. All right, staff anniversary. I would like to thank Jordan Johnson for the rest of the years. Serving for 1 year. And, all right, I think she'll say that for. Usually. All right. All right, we've already done three friendly pay application, brainstorm quotes, and then your email. Right there. So, and that brings us down to that we've been using for all of our. Emails. There, we do two quotes. One is for an E3 plan. Another one is for E5 with additional, with add-on, for additional security. You guys had a chance to read all that? I did look at it. So E3 is the one program, and then E5 is the premium, which gives us extra add-on. But it's have additional security, it's whatever the extra packet is, $12 if we do time. That's just. Yeah, so I mean, I think altogether it's a 25-cent difference. I know. Sorry. Third, yeah, 25 cents, right? Between the two. Do we get charged for, like, we, like, what else is it? What is it? Like, is that, you know, what is it, what? Like, these are, don't have now. From my understanding, yes, most of it. I know, like, this will also increase on what is saved in the, the cloud. It's okay, cause like right now, on FOIA request, like. We can only go back so far. Yeah. So this will increase, let's see, data storage. And this is for the 1 year? This, yeah. So the grand total is for 1 year. On the back. From monthly. I believe that is for the year. So I've got the monthly cost. For the contract is the year. Yeah. It'd be 34 a month. But that's just what it costs for the year. There was some. Did we get like 24 hours support from them? Yeah. Yeah, and then there's like a discount, there's not some other discount. Paying monthly. It is, yeah. It's okay, yeah. This is just for some, all of your hardware, your computer, all of it. You don't use your computer anymore. Yeah. Comparable to what we had previously. Or we never, no, we've been the very good side, but the lowest plan. What we've done. For all the town, 24 users. So it'll be everybody's.
This is something that has to be taken care of now.
Which one expires December 22nd?
Well,
December 22nd or?
Our term expires.
Further than we'll talk here. We don't have to basically. This is all the additional recommended.
We're already paying. Renewal of the contract.
And information to you guys, just know that he's sending over this recommendation. So talk to this one. Sorry, I can recommend it. And I think. Yeah. That probably is all the idea.
So could you see what we're already paying for here next week? Three of us could.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and then with the one pay, what is it exactly that, you know, what are those?
Certifications are for account numbers, we have this. The goal was. In the past, they've been. Here, you know, we just signed them here. But if we'll get registered emails to us, that's fine. We just need to make sure we go sign. Electronically signed or physically signed? Probably physically, since we need to have a copy. That's so.
Email back to you and then bring the originals.
Whole bunch of PO on the table. Yes. And go through them. All right, attorney Patton's contract renewal. That was sent to us. I have a motion. Up here, I sign it. Second. I didn't hear. I did not hear you. Roll discussion. Roll call please.
Councilman Earl.
Yes.
Councilman James.
Yeah.
Councilman Bowman.
Oh, yes.
Councilman Rivera.
Absolutely. Approval of November financial reports. Second.
Discussion.
Roll call please.
Councilwoman Bozak.
Yeah.
Councilman James. Councilman Earl. Yes. Councilwoman Mark.
Yes. Approval to pay vouchers with 3 more signatures. Yes. Yes. So moved. 1 second. Roll call please.
Councilman James.
Yes.
Councilman Bowman.
Yes.
Councilman Brown.
Yes.
Councilwoman.
Christine. Approval of purchase orders submitted with 3 or more signatures. So moved.
Second.
Discussion,
Roll call please.
Councilman McGraw,
Yes.
Councilman Bozak,
Yes.
Councilwoman Drives, Councilwoman Clark.
All right, open positions, so we need to, this plan meet before our next meeting.
meet January, so we'll meet before the next regularly scheduled council meeting. But it-
Monday is sixth and council meeting Wednesday the eighth.
Well, should we real, like, for like, we're cleaning up that board? Yeah, should we do it now or until January? That's how
Yeah, we said, see what time we get up.
this year, it's lots of papers. So Michelle Watkins, Jeremy, are Travis Dunlap, and Roseanne Spencer this year, 12/31. I have spoke with all of them, and they would like to retain their seats. So, where we. Good with that? It's not my opinion, it's not.
There's some are the council appointments, I think there's some that are presidential.
Yeah, these are, I guess one was a council president, and the other one's just council member or county employee. These are the things. I would assume one of them would be mine, so, or the three, it says have a council president next to it. So it'd be my third appointment. And then the rest would come from first. So there's only one that's council president, Travis is next to mine, so I will reappoint him. And then I guess the other three needs a vote.
You can make a motion in a second. Vote.
For one, or for all.
I just don't know whether I don't have it in front of me, so. They are. Federal.
12/31, 12/36, 12/34.
Four of them expire. One of them,
That's what you just need to clarify. That's what we know and very clear when terms are starting.
Okay,
so,
good.
Watkins,
Expires 12/31/24, so then your term would start 1/1/25. Okay, so I make a motion to approve Michelle Watkins, Jeremy Card, and Roseanne Bozak to come back to their term on 1/1/2025. Lengthy. Are they, for the planning commission, or? Sorry.
I thought that they were all. Three. Like, Jim, you were all.
I don't recall.
Does it say across the, I know she has some notes on there. I'm sure I would do it sense from what she had.
Ones that are expiring. Each currently held by. Michelle Watkins, Jeremy, Travis.
Correct.
So nothing has changed. And so that's to get a clear picture of term for and
Basically to expire on into. Or we just do it. Yeah. Yeah, we'll find out their term, how long their term is, and then we'll just address it again, right? That's fine, okay.
We don't expect to have.
Okay, I thought you were gonna approve it and then we're gonna. But how are we gonna revisit it in January? We're not gonna have a board.
For the meeting.
It sounds like regardless, someone should think, have the same people. Turn and turn.
Okay. Alright. Oh. We'll move on. I've done it to the town, look, do we have anything ready to amend? I guess, okay. All right, go to the order. Anybody have anything? Oh,
Couple of things.
okay.
I don't know if it's good in relation brought up earlier, but I do have an announcement. The fire department secretary is resigning January 1st, 2025. Robert Henry, the EMS chief and secretary, he's being replaced by two people. One is Robert Engelhardt is going to take over the EMS coordinator position. The fire department, right, captain and aerial planning ship will be aerial duties moving forward. And we had something in regards to the fire department corporation, where we're doing with our shuttle fire.
Hold on one second, sorry. Choose for the secretary, you would either shot the same. The fire secretary. And it's a paid position for one person, so he's splitting, you know. I mean, I don't know how it reads in the salary ordinance, and if it's, you know, if it's always just been one person, so now for.
No, it's not.
But how are two people
Our
doing?
two people are.
Well, the paid position is not EMS. The paid position is a secretary. So Robert Henry was doing all the things here for the fire department, one of them being secretary, the other being our EMS chief. So the secretary part of the job is going to be aerial ship. And the EMS side, the non-paid side was going to be,
Yeah. Okay, I remember, sorry.
Okay, so, our Santa's workshop, we do have a family in town that has reached out and is asking for, assistance with Christmas. We have set that up for, December 21st. We will be going to, Myers to fulfill their wish needs. And then we'll have a delivery actually on, I thought this was great, we're going to do delivery on Christmas Eve.
and Lisa, thank you very much for.
It was a Yost family?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, perfect.
It was, thank you for your executive, thank you for your all the work and that's,
I just reached out to the counselor and she did the rest with you guys.
right. So express, I think, with them.
Do you still need donations?
Oh, yeah. Oh. Okay, I take care of the works.
This is one family, then?
It is one family.
Okay. If you could, may I, you know, if the family is open to it, you're just saying, I feel like next year we need to be a little bit more active on our social media pages, you know, are just, I know a couple of departments have their own pages and that, but you know, just a little bit more of, hey, these are our firemen, these are our policemen, you know, there's a lot of residents, I mean, even though some people say that people don't get on Facebook, I can put it. It's nice to see that it's.
And it's the, yeah. We're taking from within our community.
Yes, but some people may not want, you know, so make sure you know.
Yeah.
They want, you know, they might not want their pictures posted or whatever. But, and that goes for like anything, you know. What's going on, you know, say adoption drain. It's for nothing. We have to. But, you know, we have our social media. Right.
Yeah, I wanted to bring up, like to create a committee to put together, town employees and council, AED and CPR training. I tried to do this earlier this year and we weren't able to put it together, so I'd like to get a committee together to put it all in writing and bring it to the council the first of the year, so maybe we can get that done. I mean, a perfect example of what Jeremy came up with in his report about somebody that is trained, qualified under training, having it happen, and I see no reason why we shouldn't have all our employees in this town instructed on how to use that AED and also CPR. I think everybody here would use CPR instructions, so.
Didn't we talk about that though, and we would have to pay for the class, and still be paying our employees hourly? And where is that money going to come from?
That's what this committee is going to do, put it all together.
I think that you should, when you get your committee and your group together to look and see if there's any grant possibilities. Because if you're suggesting that you're gonna come back to the town council and ask the town council to pay for it, I don't know that the funds are there. So I think that, just looking at and seeing if there's any grant opportunities or anything else that's in there to cover the cost. Because I know when we talked about it before, it was financially, yeah. Right.
Per person.
But like for the Hardy grant office. Exactly. I mean, I think it's a very important thing and I'm not downplaying it at all. But I do also feel like that's something that there are grants out there for, Yeah. Okay. Mr. Anaya, do you have anything?
Well, I've been trying to, yeah. Inspection, regional inspection, expensive, of course.
Okay.
And I do like to use the phone calls for weeks and there's no how they're done, why I'm not able to help. This other amount price. So I don't know what should I do in here, it's, I think nice. I would do in my rooms, and then inspection.
Or you actually got a hold of Joe and he gave you a number.
Yeah, I mean, that was first of the inspection report, foundation. He has been next in a couple of weeks, when I was his office. Then I was going to go. And we have different engineers, and it seemed like everybody. What's the engineers, everything goes down, through. I don't think it is. Doing the engineers. Yeah, the call them, they go pick up there too. And they make it phone calls before. So what needs is a licensed engineer or architect to submit drawings and plans of what he's gonna do to fix the unsafe building violations. And what his proposal is, what he plans on doing with the house. And that's been the whole done with trying to move forward with it.
All this time has been a whole lot.
Well, since that occasion, yeah, since we discovered that, since the beginning of that. That's what we're waiting on.
And it fell through on somebody buying the property.
I think he's not buying any more, so. I mean, if I was out, it's, it'll be my first. When I got a movement from Reddit, it's been an advocate for the same.
So have you scheduled something out when they are available, or are we just not scheduled? Like they won't even give you an appointment?
Seems like everybody is. So.
Is that normal that you would call, they would schedule you an appointment in a month or two?
Typically, if you call and try and get on a schedule, they'll work with you and let you know what their schedule is, yeah. He's right, this time of year might be kind of a difficult time to get on some people's schedules to do that, but, it's been an ongoing thing.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
It's not something that just happened.
Right. And that's why I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around why we wouldn't have found.
Or they would have put you on their schedule, say, a week or two, or give you a date.
That's the part of that. And when did you count to them?
About 2 weeks ago.
Have you ever
The first time I
Okay, you reached out to one company and they were available. and they couldn't tell you when they were leaving. I mean, this seems like it's very problem.
You are trying to find somebody that they're not giving you dates and times. We can't make this do it.
I was, on police, engineer, inspection for, and when I went, yeah, I was with, I went a couple days, but I don't yet, you never had. So we had to go around and see it again, different engineers that they know, and I called it, they just said it's not available.
Well, I mean, it's not available today, but you didn't ask if it's scheduled you and, I mean, I understand that you have, well, you have yourself on a very tight timeline for us to make a decision on what to do. So what I want to know is what effort are you putting in to close up that timeline? Because to me, I feel like every time you come in here, you're like, nobody's answering the phone, nobody's calling, and I'm a go-getter. So I don't let that kind of thing happen. So I'm having a very hard time understanding why you wouldn't at least try to schedule something, even though we said we wanted information. Why you would say, well, I have an appointment that's scheduled January 15th. Like they don't schedule like that.
Or not, you're on a timeline and this has to happen for that day. But so that seems like a you problem. Because it's like, look, wait, got nothing to do with it. You need to get somebody out there. If you can't get a hold of anybody, then it's, this is a very ongoing problem, for what I'm hearing. So, and it's like too little, too late at this.
Did you reach out to any architects, any licensed architects?
Yeah, I did, the style of the person, saying my, blueprints and they are built up to. There's nothing they can do.
So just one architect?
A lot of.
Architect or engineer? Architect or an engineer? Architect or engineer? It's a drawing on what you're now deciding what you're going to do, how you're going to fix the violation. An architect.
Yes, there has to be a.
You already told them that too.
Yes.
It could be an architect or an engineer.
Architect or engineer.
Yes.
January 8th.
Multiple people, right now, I feel like you're doing nothing. And then you're gonna come back next month and you're gonna tell me that nobody answered the phone, yeah, and nobody came when they were supposed to, and you couldn't find them. And I'm not finding anyone. So I want proof that you're looking, actively looking for somebody to come do this. Because I don't know if I can believe that you have made effort into trying to fix this issue. I feel like you're not, you're not showing any of it. I don't need to be mean, because I understand hard times, and everybody, all of us have to understand where we're all coming from. We can't just continuously let all of these things happen.
So we're gonna, are you able to come back to us January 15th?
Sure. So I didn't know.
Okay.
I thought it has to be an engineer. So now that I got the first, engineer will be.
So January 15th, we're gonna have a public hearing for your property, okay? You'll get a letter in the mail. And then you need to come to us with information if you've gotten an architect or, you know, an engineer or something. Right, right.
Okay.
So, okay,
January
so
15th, I will be
January
there.
15th, at what time do we say? 6 p.m.
Yes.
Yeah, right here. Yep,
I think
we'll be here.
the 15th, I will have somebody. Yeah, And now the heck, they can do that too.
Okay. I make a motion to adjourn the meeting. So January 15th. We'll see you then.
Okay, great.
Okay, you're welcome. Anybody? Discussion, roll call please.
Councilman Bozak. Yes. Councilman James.
Yes.
Councilman McGrath.
Yes.
Councilman McGrath.
Yes.